When we come back, hair as social comment linked to self-esteem? Well, yes, almost since the beginning of recorded history. So why all the to-do about this do? Find out when San Diego Insider Magazine continues. A San Diego professor has what you could call a unique combination of talents. The learned doctor not only teaches in 2 academic departments, she also runs a business with an international clientele. What kind of business? Well, as Jeannie Rodden is about to show you, taking one look at her gives you your first clue.
Try to capitalize on insights that I'm sure you already have.
Professor JoAnne Cornwell teaches Africana Studies at San Diego State.
Give me some ways in which the novel really...
She also teaches French, and she's a walking advertisement for that other thing she does.
When you first tell people that, yeah, you know, I'm a professor at San Diego State and I do hair, you know, they don't obviously see the connection.
The connection is oppression.
It's really closely linked to being an oppressed group who has been viewed as, you know, aberrant in so many ways. Something's wrong with your skin color. Something's wrong with your lips. Something's wrong with your nose. You know, something's wrong with your hair.
Starting young, Cornwell tried to do what black women have done through history, make her hair something it wasn't.
Braiding or hair straightening or the chemical relaxers or the curls or whatever was in. I pretty much done it all and never liked any of it.
I see people looking.
Until one day when she invented her own system of natural hair locking.
Because I realized it was going to change everything for black women.
She calls it Sisterlocks. It's like tiny reverse braiding that doesn't use chemicals or heat.
When I first came up with the Sisterlocks, people in the natural hair care industry were telling me that I couldn't do this, that you couldn't make locks this small because they would break. And so they were like looking at me, telling me that what I had couldn't be done.
Cornwell's employees and even her sister have the hairstyle, but clients do have questions.
Is it professional? If I'm looking for a job, what will they think? You know, because it's a lock.
Sharon got Sisterlocks partly to prove a point about natural hair to her daughters, who got caught up early in hair product advertising.
She wants me to buy the Pantene shampoo so her hair can look like that. Baby, your hair is not going to look like that, okay? So it starts early. It really does, because I think as kids, all it takes is for a kid to say, why your hair so puffy? They begin to realize, well, no, my hair doesn't look like yours.
What to do with that fact is what breeds obsession in African American women.
So how often do you change your hairstyle?
Oh, every day, pretty much.
Every 6 months or so, I'll have extensions put in, give my hair a chance to relax, and then I take them out in like 2 or 3 months.
When you have your braids like this, you get new growth, and you don't want your new growth to be showing, so you change up your hairstyles.
Before you dismiss all this hair stuff as just hair stuff, consider the money.
The fact is that there's a whole product industry that's just booming because we buy all that stuff.
And consider the federal lawsuit against the Braidery on El Cajon Boulevard, an African braiding salon. Employees were cited for not attending expensive cosmetology classes they say were irrelevant to what they do.
They were pulling sting operations and intimidating people. I mean, you would think, you know, we were drug dealers or something.
Cornwell acted as plaintiff. 2.5 years later, she won.
Basically, people in California can open natural hair salons now without fear of being harassed.
Fighting legal battles over hair is worth it, Cornwell says, because Sisterlocks reaches much deeper than the scalp.
It's about so much more than hair. It's about self-esteem, because you can now have something that makes you feel like you can be really you.
Having Sisterlocks creates an intense bond among those who wear the hairstyle, almost like belonging to a special club. So once a year, hundreds come here to San Diego for an emotional homecoming.
So, look at your hair. Got it here. Oh, your hair is so short. Your hair. Oh my goodness.
That's JoAnne Cornwell on the right with a dramatic new hairstyle. Sisterlocks are proudly displayed here wherever you look.
It was like hair freedom, you know, all at once. It's like, you mean there's something else I can do with my hair that doesn't involve chemicals that I was allergic to or heat where you burn it out.
The 3-day homecoming features classes for the trainers who do the hair.
That less is more when you're talking about products and Sisterlocks.
And hands-on demonstrations of how to style the locks.
It's not pulling from the scalp area.
Can you braid, do the twist like a French braid? You're folding the one on top to the one that you're picking up.
Exactly.
So much variety, so much freedom from one little lock.
As black women, we have never had the experience of setting beauty standards for the majority culture, of having somebody come up to us and say, "Oh man, I love your hair."
You're watching San Diego Insider from Channel 4.